no vacation. All the goons, they
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC East. It's the Oilers and the Aviators on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Houston Oilers and the Columbus Aviators. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this?
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Carter now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
To throw on second down. Booth. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Booth. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Think they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, It allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Booth. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a carry for Bernard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run again with Bernard. There he goes, left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Booth. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Booth. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So this city, Columbus, Ohio, they've got the hockey team, soccer team, minor league baseball is here. Of course, Ohio State is the behemoth. Now, they've got an NFL franchise to call their own now, though. And these folks, I'll tell you, they could not be happier. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd down and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Carter. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Booth. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's got room past the 30. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. On play action, they'll throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Houston set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Bernard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Booth.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 51 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
And now out comes Houston.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Ooh, with a juke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time
touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Aviators Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Booth. Step. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on 2nd down. Booth. He finds his man complete. That's Walton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On 1st down. Booth. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And some nifty running here as they'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Aviators are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Bernard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, here's Bernard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Aviators have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Booth. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Houston.
On 1st and 10, Booth. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Columbus.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Aviators are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Booth. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st down, Houston.
Operating from the gun. Booth.
He'll get that one to Carter complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st down, Oilers.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
15-yard line.
2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Booth. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A chance for a 1st touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Booth looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Oilers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Able to fight through one tackle. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Booth.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Booth. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, isn't he?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Aviators up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Throwing on 1st down. Booth. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Booth. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Columbus, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.